When talking about actual sound in news, Martin Weinberg, who works as a post-production BBC for more than 20 years, felt regret.
People don't pay enough attention to it. It really is overlooked a lot because, like you say, everyone thinks, oh, that's a lovely picture.
I think a lot of journalists don't think about atmosphere. It's just something that you take for granted and it's just there.
Can I imagine having an entire news report with no background sound? No, I can't really, because I think if that were the case, then we would just do all of our interviews in a studio.
If you forget about sound, then you're doing a disservice to people who are watching, I think.
In fact, the feature of only focus on picture and not focus on sound, this is not people take the initiative to choose. It is because the physiology of our brain.
The brain perceives things in different ways. First of all, it looks at pictures because it can pick out images quicker than it can do sound. But if the two work together, then you have, it's like music. You have a rhythm section and then you have a section that holds the beat together at the back of it, and sound holds everything together.
Sound is an important part of TV program. Audience don't pay much attention because of the brain, but without sound, it's completely boring.
You can't touch television, you can't feel it, and you can't smell it. You can see it and you can hear it. And so because you're limited to two senses, it's so important that you give people watching as full as an experience as possible using those senses.
Good documentaries feel full. So you're watching them and you feel that the whole thing is full, and it's full because the pictures and the sound are working together and making the whole thing work.
Actual sound is something that will add a lot of elements to a story. Actual sound really helped Noel Phillips illustrate things when he reported drugs and cannabis.
People using, drugs, and if you can get them, with a cigarette or with, something that they can, that's important. You know what I mean? So if you're telling a story, it's important that you do not be boring and just tell the story. So drugs is very, very dangerous. Doctors say drugs will affect your health. If you can get somebody, illustrating for you what the topic is. So whatever topic you're doing, always go beyond and try and see if you can be creative. So being creative with sound is very important when you're telling a story.